welcome everybody to the Omaha Supernovas press conference following a 3-0 win sweep for the Supernovas. Joining us today is Coach Laura Berg-Kuhn alongside outside hitters Brooke Miller and Allie Batenhorst. Allie made some history today, set a franchise record with a .667 hitting percentage.
Yeah.
With 10 kills, the only player in the match to reach double-digit kills. And Brooke had 5 kills and 17 digs. Probably the second or third most in the 3-set match in franchise history. Bird, we'll start out with a statement, your thoughts on the match, and we'll open it up to questions.
I'm proud of this team. I mean, the way that we've trained and competed this season, I know it hasn't always been perfect, but it's a testament to them being ready. 9 times out of 10, when we've gone to players to come into a match, they have come in and done their job. So I'm proud of the way that obviously Allie executed when she came in, and just the way that Brooke obviously grinds and plays and kind of sets that tone every day.
Were you worried that the way the first set started off, or you just kind of want them to find their groove to eventually have things fall into place after that first set?
I think we just needed to settle in. You know, like it's always going to be a big match.
Thank you.
We knew something was happening.
I literally thought there was a
because Ellen was in here. Yeah. And everyone's faces were so weird. But yeah, I'm getting better with not reacting to him. Anyway.
The team would settle in eventually.
Yeah. We knew Vegas was going to be a good team, to be honest. And we had to kind of lock in, and we were down. I mean, that's another reason why I'm glad that we stayed just composed and patient and got ourselves back in it. So to finish in 3 is solid against a team like that.
Allie, how'd you feel about the way you played one of your best matches this season?
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun. Honestly, I just kind of came in and just did what I do every day in practice, and I just have a lot of fun with those girls in the court. So honestly, I wasn't even paying attention to the stats, and that's amazing. And I'm really grateful to be able to, be in this position.
How hard is it to come in? I mean, the team was up 15-3 at one point. I don't know when you came in shortly thereafter. When the team was playing that well, how hard is it to come in and kind of find your legs and get in the groove at that point?
I'm kind of used to it at this point, and whenever it's my time to come in, I'm ready, regardless of what the score is. And I think I'm just ready, and like I said, I'm kind of used to it. So it's just I go in and compete as hard as I can, even if I am kind of cold.
She's a natural spark.
Oh.
That 5-setter on Friday night, was that motivation for today? And how badly did you want to finish off the home season on a positive note?
Yeah, for sure. I would say the match on Friday was one of the best team matches that we've had. It just seemed like we all played together, even if execution wasn't there. Sometimes it didn't really matter. Like the reset with the resilience was amazing. We were playing together. We didn't care about the score, but we just pushed as hard as we could. And that was probably one of the best feel good matches post match. And it for sure carries into today. And I think we did a great job today executing too. And, Vegas is a good team. They got some athletes on that team. And to sweep them and have a lot of different players contribute is always a huge plus for us, especially at this point of the season.
Your defense do a lot of talking. I think in the second set, there was back-to-back rallies. You had one diving save, and then the next point you had 2 missiles that came after you, Doug, and Kelsey had a diving save. How proud of you of the defense that you play and that contribution you bring to the team?
I think effort is just something you can always control. I think you make defensive plays by going for the ball, honestly. And I think if you practice that way, then you'll see it come in the match and, the times that you need it. And so I think our team is just really great at just going for it. And you've seen it this week. It's like our grit has just been probably the best it has all season. Like we refuse to let the ball drop.
Is that contagious? I mean, seeing one player make a diving save, another player makes a diving save, is that contagious amongst the team?
Yeah, it's contagious in every aspect. There was a couple balls where Kelsey got crazy digs on Friday. And I got set those 2 balls and it makes me want to get a kill more because she's making that effort and that defensive save and you want to put it away for her. And that's just how you play together. And I think, this team is definitely contagious. I think Nati made a couple crazy digs after. Kelsey made a couple crazy digs. And so, I think that's just what we want if anything is not there, if execution's not there, we need our effort to be there, and then you'll figure it out eventually.
Allie is a former Husker. You're one of the fan favorites out there. Do you kind of feed off of that?
Yeah, I mean, it's so cute. They're just so supportive and so loyal to their Huskers. And yeah, it's just a blessing to be able to play back here and just be around so many familiar faces and just so much support.
We're going to be the last home match of the year, too. What's this year been like for you all to finish off strong with a win today?
This is a special place. I think the players know that and they feel it every time we get to come back home and we play at home. The moment that they had at the end, just with the fans and kind of taking that in, that stuff is so cool. And I would say that we've done our best to not take it for granted this year, but it is. I mean, it is a great feeling to have the support that we have here in this community and to feel it everywhere we go. Like a couple of us were in Lincoln last night, and even those fans, like when I'm walking through there, like they just recognize and speak about it and talk about the match. And it's a very home feeling no matter where we're at. And so it's a very special place. And it was cool to be able to close it out in 3, but kind of like celebrate that with the fans.
Ollie, what's it mean for you to play? You played college here 3 years to come back your first professional season to play in the state of Nebraska.
Yeah, I mean, it means everything. I think it's just really full circle. And yeah, when I left, when I left Nebraska to go to USC, I just had so much support regardless of me transferring, and just feeling that love consistently, even when I came back and played. And now I'm back in Omaha, I'm back in Nebraska, and just around those same amazing people and amazing fans. And it's just been a lot of fun. They show out for us every single game. And I think just the sport of volleyball and just women's sports in general is growing so much, and Nebraska is a huge part of that. And yeah, it's just, it's amazing, and just I'm so grateful, and we're just so lucky to have so much support.
Was it the plan to dance last night or just hear the music?
Actually, I felt really awkward in the moment because I only had 2 shirts and Toy took all the shirts. So I was like, okay, our song was on. I was like, okay, I don't know what to do. So I'm gonna start dancing. It just kind of happened naturally and organically. And those are my girls. We like to dance, and yeah.
That was like a 5-minute turnaround. I texted her and I was like, get up and walk towards the bench, the Kansas bench. And then they came. It was classic.
Yeah.
I was very proud of you guys. That was very well orchestrated.
Yeah,
for as fast as that happened.
It was very fast. Like as soon as you were texting me this,
I was
man was
watching
asking
you.
for me. I was like, oh, okay. And I was just, it all happened.
It was great.
Very perfect.
Coach, talk about finishing on the road. 2 more matches that want to finish strong going into the playoffs.
That's going to be good for us. I'm so excited for this team to get back in our road groove and go to Grand Rapids and then Atlanta just to prepare ourselves for the playoffs, to be on the road. We've embraced that this season. They really go to a different level and a different space of like focus and togetherness when we're on the road. So I'm actually glad we're hitting the road before we go to the playoffs.
How important is that number 1 seed for you?
I think there's 2 answers to this. I think it's important for us to prove to ourselves that we are capable of that number 1 seed. But I think matchup wise for the playoffs, I don't really care who we're playing. I think, we've beaten every single team at this point, at least 2 times that will be in the playoffs. I think Indy secured today. And so, we're ready to just play our best volleyball and focus on our side of the net. But I think this team is capable of finishing a regular season as the number 1, and I think it would be a great goal to achieve for us.
Thank you for agreeing to 2025.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys. Thanks for being here. It is kind of sad. I'm glad Thomas got to give us confetti.
I know.
I saw everyone's faces. How did we not see him back here?
So
Uh-oh.
what started this whole prank war?
His birthday.
Oh, okay.
But listen, he scared me. Like jumps out at me, annoying. Everybody out of the car, annoying. Yes, that's why I think was he playing under this?